is Jackie, the hot tub lady, and congratulations, you have purchased a freshwater salt system. You are absolutely going to love it, and it's going to be a great addition to your hot tub. This video here is just designed to get you your tips and tricks to get started, because it is definitely about starting with good water. If you don't start off right, you're going to struggle with the saltwater system all the way through. Very simple to do, but I'm just going to kind of get you started and get you going in the right direction. First things first, you always want to fill your hot tub with the on-the-go water softener. We actually give it with all of our hot tubs, but if you don't have one, you can purchase one here, or you can go online and get one. But when you go from the house to the water softener, you're going to go in the in hole, and then it marks right here that there's an in hole. You're going to go in the in hole and then out the out hole. When you are going through this hose here out of the water softener, it's actually going to go into your filter compartment, and you're going to take off this gray standpipe. So the one with the gray standpipe, you want to pull that out. And then this hose here is going to go directly into that standpipe. In that pipe, and the water is going to come up through the bottom of the drain. That's super important that you do that. That keeps you from getting airlocks or anything like that. And then that also keeps the hot tub, it'll fire up when you're ready to go. Always start the hot tub with the power off. When there's no water in it, you can't have any power on it. So it's really important that you do that. That flushes out all the lines, gets all the air out of the lines. So that's really super important. Once you fill that, then you can turn the power on the breaker system. That's after the water is full above the highest jet or right at the pillow line. So you don't want to turn the power on before that. Okay, so we've just got done filling the hot tub. It's at the right level, and we've turned on the breakers, and the hot tub has power, and it's ready to go. The next things we're going to do is we're going to actually test the water. So to test the water, you're going to take your test strips, and these will be your chlorine test strips. So either these test strips, the freshwater test strips, or I actually, on the salt system, prefer the Ease test strips. They actually have a much lower chlorine reading, and I like that better for the Ease system, but either one will work, but I do prefer these test strips for the salt system. But basically you're going to go in, you're going to swirl it around like 3 times, give it a good shake. Now this one here, our alkalinity is pretty good shape. That's our most important one we want to check, so we need that to be between 80 and 120, and then we want, the next one we're going to check is our pH, and we want that to be between 7.2 and 7.6, so this is really good on this particular hot tub. The third one that's super, super important on a freshwater salt system is your hardness, and that's why these test strips are really nice. And you want to be below 50. So this particular hot tub is a little too high right now, so we're actually going to need to lower that. So what you're going to use, which came in your kit, is going to be your vanishing act. This stuff is amazing. It does a super good job, but basically it's a one-time use. So once you use it, you have to throw this away. But it's this pillow, and it comes in out of the bag like this. Now what you'll want to do is you're going to want to rinse this really well before you put it in the hot tub. Basically you're going to take this and you're going to set it directly on the drain on a High Life series, and you're going to let it run for 24 hours. Then you're going to flip it over, and then you're going to let it run another 24 hours. On the Limelight series, you're going to put it up against the suction, and then you're going to hit what is called the Vanishing Act system that is on the control panel, and you'll see that when you pull that up. But you want to do this for 24 hours, and it's really important that you do that. If you don't start with soft enough water, you're really going to struggle getting the hot tub to balance. Then bring in a water sample. Do that, you'll actually get one of these from the water lab. He prints off this really fantastic information, and he'll tell you exactly to the teaspoon of everything that you need. So he'll tell you that you need pH decreaser. So this particular test was at 8.3, so we need 2 tablespoons of pH decreaser to get that down. It also says that we have our chlorine's low, and we'll need to, and I'm going to discuss that in a second, we need to raise that a little bit. This particular hot tub is a little low on salt, so it needs another 2 cups of salt. All those things that need to be adjusted. The one thing I tell you, this is a fantastic tool, and it gives you the exact dosages of what you need. Now I will tell you that this is from another company. This isn't the same company that does the salt system. So they will actually tell you your chlorine needs to be higher than what it actually will read on your salt system. So use this as a guideline. It is not a Bible. but it's really important that you get everything balanced correctly. This is a great way to get it balanced, but then once you get there, the system pretty much runs on its own. The next step is we're going to let the hot tub heat to about 95 degrees. Once it gets up to 95 degrees, it'll actually show it on your control panel. So this one here is actually at 100 degrees. This is when we're going to add salt. At this point, when adding salt, you're going to open up the filter compartment. You're going to put the salt in the filter compartment, so directly in this area right here. The dosages for your exact hot tub are on the back of the tub. Now I would tell you that, so like for example, this one here is a Grande, that's 500 gallons. It's telling us to put 11.5 cups in there. That's probably a little too much. We're actually going to do about 75% of that on our first dosage. There is a cup that's actually already in the salt container. So just use that cup. That's an actual 1 cup. You'll take that and you'll actually put that in the hot tub. You're going to turn your jets on. You want to make sure they're on high. So turn on both pumps, take your salt, and just pour it in there. Now, once you do that, you want to wait a minimum of 24 hours. So let's say, for example, you're going to put in 7 cups of salt. We're going to put in 5 or 6 cups of salt. We're going to wait 24 hours, and then we're going to test the salt. We don't want to put it all in, test the salt immediately, and then see what's going on. We definitely want to wait a few minutes, or wait a day or two before we test the salt. So we've waited 24 hours, and we're about ready to test the salt. Again, you want to use these test strips. These are the most important thing to your saltwater system, is you do need these test strips. They're super, super important. To test that, you just pull out your test strip, and then you put it in there and you swirl it around about 3 times. And then you're going to wait about 20 seconds. And then you're going to kind of see on here how as you wait, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And your goal is you want to be at about this 1750, right in the middle of that okay range. That's the best part for that to be. This particular hot tub, I mean, we're about 20 seconds right now. I'm actually coming in a little low yet. I'd say between 1250 and 1500. I'm just right there. I actually want to be a little bit higher, so I'm actually going to add another cup. And so we're going to just kind of do that every day until I get to that 1750. So it's really important that the 1750 lands on these test strips. Now we're gonna go into the actual salt system itself, but it's important that we match this up and we know that this is all correct. And you can bring a sample into us too. We can definitely test that for you. But if you have these test strips, again, your goal is to be at about 1750, and it's really important you follow the directions on these test strips and do it correctly. Once we get the salt in and we've waited the 24 hours, we're actually going to go into the salt system on the hot tub. Now this is the High Life series, so you're going to hit the teardrop. If you're on the Limelight series, you're going to go into options. On the High Life series, is going to bring up the dial. On the Limelight series, there's actually a scale. So the scale will actually run across. The High Life actually has the dial. We actually want that to be right about here, right around that 11 o'clock hour. Right now we're a little low, and this is the hot tub I just tested, and my salt tester said that that was low as well. The cool thing about this is once you've done all that, your system should say salt system okay, everything running perfectly. So the next thing that you want to do is you're going to adjust your output. So this is how much sanitizer the hot tub is actually creating. I suggest starting at a 5, that you just hit the button and it takes it up or it takes it down. 5 is a really great place to start. If you're not holding enough chlorine at that point, you know, wait 24 hours or so. Give it a chance to catch up. If you're not holding enough chlorine, we will definitely want you to boost that up a little bit, take it up to a 6 or a 7. Another really, really important tip, as you're getting started, we do want you to add 2 teaspoons of chlorine to your hot tub every single day for the first 3 days. And the reason for that is they tested your hot tub that you have. It actually got tested at the factory. We want to guarantee it didn't leak or anything like that. It sat in a wrapper for a little bit. So there's some things some contaminants and stuff that are in the hot tub, and we just want to make sure that everything is taken care of and your hot tub's clean and ready to go. So it's really important that you put that chlorine in there to get everything started, and that also gives the saltwater system fresh water to get moving along with, and you'll actually have a really good startup if you do it that way. So we've got our salt balance, we've got our output set. Like I said, we're going to start at about a 5. This button here with the little rocket ship, that's the boost. So if you ever have a super large group of people, or the water's just looking a little murky or something like that, if you turn that on, what will actually happen is that actually turns your output up to 100%. So for the next 24 hours, you're going to be producing at a super high rate, which is awesome and a good way to go. You shouldn't have to do that very often, maybe once a week, once a month at the most, but that's all the more often that you need to do that. And then this here is the super cool, most amazing thing ever, disposable cell. So you do need to change that about every 4 months. And when you change that, there'll actually be a screen that comes up and shows you that it needs to be changed. It'll actually tell you that it needs to be changed. But to change it, it's super important that you hit this button, and then it's going to say press OK to replace the cell now. So you're going to hit OK, and what happens there is that shuts down all the circulation pumps, all the pumps, and everything that needs to happen. Okay, so we just hit the button to replace this cell, and then all you do is you pull this off. This just has a couple of notches. You just want to line that up, and it just pops right off. And you're going to hit the button and pull this out. You take this one, you're going to press your button down in, you're going to put that in there, and you just put that back on there. Again, that needs to be done about every 3 to 4 months, and it's super easy to do, and just make sure you hit that button to shut the pumps off before you change your cell. The replacement cells come in 3-packs, so this is a year's supply. Really cool little trick on the back of this. There's some dates that you can put on here, so actually just mark when you changed it, and then you know in about 4 months that you'll change the next one. When doing that, the other thing that you need to do is also replace your silver ion cartridge. This will actually, again, needs to be replaced every 3 to 4 months. Works fantastic. It really does make the saltwater system work a lot better. But when you change that, pretty simple on the hot spring spas, you go in the gray standpipe. It's always the gray standpipe because that's where your circulation pump is. So this one in here, so it comes like that when you get it. You'll just want to put that handle on there so that you can pull it out, and then that just goes right down the pipe, and then you just screw that back in there. So you get in the habit of once you change the salt cell, you also change your silver ion cartridge when you do that. And then you're going to get back over to your control, and you're going to have this really cool screen that says we rechanged the cell. And once we hit that button, then it'll say salt system restarting. Once everything is tested, so I've got the new cell in there, it's checking my salt and make sure everything's going. It's going to come up and it says salt system testing. We're doing really well. The other thing that's going to happen is every 11 days you're going to get a screen, and that screen is going to say, have you tested the water? So it's got, we would like you to stick a test strip in the hot tub and make sure everything's okay. If you just hit the button, it's fine, but when it needs to be tested, you're either going to have a green light flashing on your hot tub, or that little teardrop's going to kind of breathe. It just kind of does a little breathing type thing. So you can do this while you're in the hot tub. You don't need to be out of the hot tub or anything like that. Hit that button, go ahead and hit OK. If you don't hit that button, what happens in 11 days is the chlorine system or the salt system actually cuts back by 20%. And then if you wait another 11 days and you still haven't hit it, it's now cut back by 40%, and so on down the road. So every 11 days it cuts back by about 20%. And the reason for that is it thinks you're not using the hot tub, and then it's overproducing chlorine, and then it will actually, it'll shut itself down so it doesn't make too much chlorine for the hot tub. And then really that's your whole system. You do need to change the water about once a year. And again, when you drain it and refill it, when you drain it, turn the breakers off. Hook your hose up to the drain. You can just drain it right out into the backyard. It's going to be totally fine. But when you fill it back up, it's really important that you fill it up with your water softener. And the other, make sure that before you fill it that you have recharged that water softener there. Don't overthink it. If your water looks good, it's working. I mean, if everything's good on that, it's working really well. Bring us a sample about once a month or so, and we'll definitely make sure you're on the right track. Hot Spring Spas, every day made better.